Success is important to me because you want to be something in life. You want to be somebody who can change something. Something about somebody's life, other people's life, the world. You want to be somebody. Everybody wants to be a somebody.
Success is important to me because it's going to make my family proud. It's going to make me proud at the same time. I'm going to be held to a standard where I did the best that I could do.
I have been working in education since the mid-1990s. I started at the college level here in the city of Detroit, and I've done all levels in between. I became a part of the blended learning family here at Cornerstone, and I think it's exciting. Many times as an educator, you do not have the manpower to manage a class at all different levels. You teach to the middle, or you teach to the slower children, or you teach to the students that are advanced. You really have to be very equipped to be able to teach to all different levels. Blended learning allows all different levels to exist in one classroom at the same time with computer-based instruction and support from educators to meet students where they are. And so I could have 30 students at 30 different levels potentially, and everyone's needs are met.
Working at my own pace empowers me to be a better student. The advantage is basically just to get ahead of you.
Everybody has their own pace. Some kids go really, really fast, and some kids go slow, and you have to take time with them.
The best thing about blended learning is that I can work at my own pace, and if I do need help, I can get help from a teacher with one-on-one sessions. Instead of being in a classroom where we all have to move at the same pace, and if you're stuck, then you're just going to have to study on your own.
Blended learning could help me in the future by allowing me to have time management. You have to time yourself for every course.
We do reading, we have to press start button, and then we have to read this full page, and then when we're done, we have to press the stop button, and then we see what our score is.
I like working on the computer because it gives you fun activities. The games on the computer are fun because they help me multiply. 10 times 10.
100.
The biggest difference that I see is that students take the ownership. They are focused on lessons that they are working on. They demonstrate what they are capable of doing. And so that, I believe, is the biggest positive for me as an educator. The way in which people were educated, the way in which I was educated has changed. It used to be that if you had to take a class online, that was considered a deficit. But now the wave of the future is that you will be responsible for your own learning. And if it's online, and if you never see your professor, that you still have the same level of accountability as any other student.
It's more freedom. I have more responsibility for myself. It's going to help me in the real world. So if I go to college, it's not going to be, oh, I can turn in an assignment late. No, you're going to have to own up to your responsibilities and actually do your work on time.
I see it as a great advantage. You really get back what you put in, and that's very clear with the reports and the data that we are able to generate.
Like some of the kids from last year, they didn't know most of the stuff. I noticed that they've been improving. Their scores been going up and everything, like with MAP scores and MEP scores.
Responsibility is the biggest key in blended learning. You're for yourself. Your future is in your hands.